Good morning, this is KELOLA on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
The Yankton County Sheriff's Office is looking for an escape suspect. According to authorities, Saturday night around 11 o'clock, the Sheriff's Office was notified of an escape from the Human Services Center. The man they're looking for is 35-year-old Wade Heth of Wagner. Heth was out on work release from the county jail. He was last seen wearing a white t-shirt and gray sweatpants, along with a beard and longer hair than is seen in this photo. Officials say if you see him, do not make contact with him and notify authorities immediately. Heth was being held for possession of a firearm by a former violent offender and has Charles Mix County warrants.
Sioux Falls police are investigating a weekend shooting that sent a man to the hospital. Officers responded to a report of an assault in the area of 52nd Street and North Cliff Avenue around 1 a.m. Sunday morning. Police say several shots were fired before officers arrived on scene. A man received a gunshot wound to his leg. Police say his injuries are non-life-threatening, and authorities say other people involved had minor injuries from fighting. Police have been interviewing a person of interest, but so far no word of any arrests yet. We expect to learn more information about the shooting during this morning's police briefing, which you can catch live right here on KELOLA.com beginning at 10:30.
A 66-year-old man died Saturday afternoon in a single vehicle crash 1 mile south of Beersford. Authorities say a motorcycle was southbound on I-29 when the driver drifted off the left side of the road and into the median. The motorcycle crashed in the median, ejecting the driver. He was not wearing a helmet and sustained serious injuries. The driver was transported to a local hospital by ambulance where he died from his injuries. The name of the person involved has not been released. Now let's check in with meteorologist Scott Munt. Should be a pretty nice start to the work week out there, Scott, maybe except for a little smoke.
Yeah, we are looking at the hazy skies as we go through the morning hours and into the afternoon due to some smoke from the wildfires in Canada. Otherwise, mostly sunny. Numbers in the 70s for highs, cooler than what we had yesterday. High of 73 in Sioux Falls, 72 in Aberdeen, 74 in Pierre, and 76 in Rapid City. More details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. People taking part in Saturday's Avera Race Against Cancer helped raise nearly $750,000 for patients and their families. Race organizers posted the final tally that shows $725,000 collected during multiple events taking place across the region. The event drew more than 6,700 participants. Many of them had loved ones who were battling cancer. That included members of the Hansi family. They were running for their grandmother, who's in remission from uterine cancer, and in memory of their grandfather, who had lung cancer. They said they wanted to run because of everything Avera did for their family.
I think it's great for others because it's a great way to make connections with the community. Once again, it's all for a great cause. If you don't think you're a runner, they have walks, they have other things that you can do that if they fit your idea of what you want to do, then you can do it.
This was the Hansi family's first time running in the race. The event included 10 and 5K runs, plus 1.5 and 3 mile walks.
Free breakfast and lunch are coming to several schools in Sioux Falls. The Sioux Falls School District will begin serving the free meals on May 28th and continue through early August. Meal sites will be located at 8 elementary schools, including Terry Redland.
As a community, we want to meet the needs of our families and our students, and nutrition and food is a huge thing, and sometimes there's those gaps in between schooling and summertime, so we want to make sure that they get their nutritional needs met.
The meals are free to anyone 18 and younger, and you don't need to sign up.
The Northern Lights were very active over the weekend. We received over 50 email submissions for hundreds of images of the Northern Lights. Here are some of our favorites that came from our viewers. The rare solar storm was seen all over the country, with South Dakota being a prime viewing spot. The photos are from both Friday and Saturday night. We also have one video that was shared with us by Great Bear Ski Valley. This time lapse was taken by Kyle Vanderberg Saturday night, showing the Northern Lights dancing above the Sioux Falls area. To see more images of the Aurora Borealis over KELOLA, you can visit our website. Let's look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, quite a show there Friday night, and some of you saw it again Saturday night. And then last night, well, we had a few showers and thunderstorms kind of rumbled through parts of the southeast. We had some little pockets, isolated pockets, where the downpours were a little bit better, but kind of confined, not widespread rain. But that was again the case there yesterday, as you see those little green and yellow reflections on the radar. Well, what's next this week? Probably not a lot of northern lights, by the way. That forecast seems to have subsided, but we do have some rain chances ahead. We've got a frontal system moving into far western South Dakota. In fact, even already late this afternoon, we might trigger a little scattered rain around the Black Hills. A little better chance of some of that popping up as we look at your Tuesday weather map. Low pressure and a frontal system there into western South Dakota. That front will move to the east here as we get into Wednesday, and then that'll mean more scattered rain chances towards Sioux Falls. At this point, that's the best chance for the Sioux Falls area. Maybe we leave behind some weak troughing on Thursday, and you know, there's an outside chance we might have to bring that rain chance back in for Aberdeen into parts of eastern North Dakota. And then my thinking right now is Friday. We're going to warm up. We're going to see some 80-degree weather ahead of another front, and that one could bring us some more chances of scattered showers and thunderstorms for the weekend. I don't want to paint it as if it's a washout, because I don't think that's necessarily true at this point, but we'll keep watching the trends to see if that becomes a little bit better organized later in the week. If you like 70s, you'll enjoy today. Just don't forget the hazy skies with that smoke in the air. And then it looks like for the overnight, we'll see after some evening pop-up showers, thunderstorms in the west, will likely dip down into the 40s by daybreak. Sioux Falls at least in the mid to upper 40s. And then keep an eye on that radar scan there tomorrow, western and central South Dakota. I think we'll have a few clusters of rain out there. And then, like I said before, we'll see those moving eastward there as we get into Wednesday. Highs today, 75 in Yankton. In your KELOLA live Doppler HD forecast, mid-70s toward winter. How about the weekend? Well, if you like 80s, here we go. We're going to warm up in Sioux Falls quite a bit. And we'll right now just kind of put those generic 20 and 30% chances of rain. I think we'll be able to kind of narrow that zone up a little bit, maybe towards Saturday night or Sunday in Sioux Falls. One difference we're seeing too is Aberdeen by day 6 and day 7. As that frontal system moves in, we might see a better spread on temperatures, so don't get fixated on a lot of heat there for the weekend in Aberdeen. It could be substantially cooler on the back side of that front, wherever that decides to park here. And again, we'll have a better idea on that in the next couple of days. Here, I'd like to kind of split the difference. We have some highs in the 70s. And you notice, of course, the rain chance starts tomorrow and Wednesday with this first system, and then that's a second weather maker toward the end of the week. Rapid City, well, we're dealing with some scattered rain Tuesday, Wednesday, and again later in the week as that system from the north comes on in. Check out the details online at KELOLA.com.